Howdy y'all, welcome to Sam's Whiskey Bar. I am Mr. Sam and you made it to the top 10 of 2024. These are my top 10 favorite bourbons of 2024. Price did play a factor on where they were ranked. I definitely consider pricing. Stick around and see which whiskeys made my top 10 this year. I guess last year. Stick around anyways. Coming in at 10, this is the Kelvin 64 Gate. Just a beautiful, beautiful pour. So oaky. The reason why it's at 10 is the price tag. I paid $205 for this dude. So therefore, 10th place. All right, coming in number 9 spot. This is something that I was so happy to get. Price did play a factor and proof played a factor into where this one landed. It is the Old Forester 1924. Beautiful pour from Old Forester. I am a Brown-Forman fan all the way around. This did not disappoint. A lot of people crapped on this one. But this 10-year Old Forester product, I wish it wasn't $100. I wish it was around 70. It would have finished much higher. Really enjoyed this one. Give it another shot if you can find it. It's hard to find. All right, here's one that you might have heard of, but is pretty hard to find, especially here in Kansas, and that is Dark Arts. Now, specifically this Dark Arts. This is the Blunt Blend. We'll just call it a cigar style blend. And this dude is coming in at 112.8 straight rye whiskey, 7 years old, finished in Madeira casks and Armagnac casks. So very much a cigar blend, even though the blender of this is calling it a blunt blend. That was number 8. Number 7, Good Times. Oh my goodness. This Neapolitan Good Times is exactly what it says, Neapolitan. You get the strawberry, you get the chocolate, you get the vanilla on top of wonderful, wonderful whiskey that is in here. They finished this 120 proof one in strawberry brandy, Mexican vanilla, and bourbon cacao casks, chocolate casks. Absolute hitter, absolute hitter. Price kept it down a little bit, but overall, wonderful, wonderful pour. So happy with this one. At number 6, before we get to the top 5, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. This was my first E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof I've ever had, and just absolutely fell in love with it. Gave $100 for it. That's why it didn't finish in the top 5. But a wonderful, wonderful pour. Totally Buffalo Trace profile. Love that high proof. I want to blind it against some high proof Buffalo Trace products. See where it finishes. To the top 5, guys. This one, huge surprise. I just did a video on this. If you want to look back and look at the video, me reviewing it. This one took my palate and my nose by storm. It is rich. It has a lot going on. It's complex. And I can't believe it's from Colorado. The Boulder Spirits cask strength straight bourbon whiskey. Just an absolute banger of a pour. I couldn't believe it, guys. I couldn't believe it. Go back and watch the video. I think you'll be able to tell I couldn't believe it. Colorado made a good whiskey. Number 5. Okay, number 4. This one I was lucky enough to pick up in Bardstown, Kentucky. Never see them around here in Kansas. The K. Luke. This is the batch 9, I believe. Yes, batch 9 coming in at 118.4. This was May 28th, 1924. Just for a pure bourbon. I want to say that it's a blend of, high and low rye bourbon. It is just absolutely wonderful. This was my first K. Luke experience. I had high expectations and it met those expectations. That's why it made the top 5. This is my number 4. It is such a good pour. In front of these dudes, okay, Luke's doing something. Check it out. Okay, top 3, where the rubber meets the road. Now this one you may not have heard of. I think I've done a little video on it. I'm quite sure I did. Rod and I got to visit the Washington distillery and this Evans and Pike Solera barrel. It is just absolutely wonderful. This is bottle 166 out of 204. It is Solera aged. Watch the video if you don't know what that is. And it comes in at, let me do some math, 125 point something. So surprised. Guys, this is 3rd in my bar from 2024 in front of these bangers. Don't sleep on this Evans and Pike. If you can get it, make sure you buy a bottle of this. It is absolutely wonderful. Okay, number 2, one close to my heart. The Delta from Barrel King. Barrel King, correctly named. They are the kings of the barrels. They are so good. I wish I had some Evernorth to put up against these, but this Delta blend, I had the opportunity to be in on the very end of the finishing process on this, so it is close to my heart, but it doesn't change how I feel about the whiskey in this bottle. It is absolutely phenomenal. Number 2 in my bar. Number 2 in my bar, maybe even number 1 in my heart, quite frankly. Number 2 in my bar. What beat this Barrel King behemoth, this badass Barrel King? Oh yeah, 112.2 proof on that Delta, the Delta. Okay, my number 1 whiskey. Absolute banger of a pour. Price did play a factor in this because I picked this bottle up for $70. Yeah, this deservingly gets my number 1 spot. Stag, formerly known as Junior. This is batch 24A. As you can see, I have enjoyed the heck out of this. My friends have enjoyed the heck out of this. And I hope you are enjoying the heck out of this video, because that's why I do it. I do it for fun. I do it for my friends I meet in the whiskey world. I did not drain that by myself. My friends got to drink that too, and that's what bourbon is about. Sitting around a table, having a good time together, cutting up, having some good drinks. So if that's what you are about, I am glad you're here. So please, if you haven't yet, subscribe. And if you are subscribed, like. And if you really like my stuff, share it. Tell people, let's blow this channel up in 2025, guys. I appreciate every one of you, and catch me next time.